Okay. I try to change it up a little bit each week so that we bring some key nuggets, some key value each week. We're doing it exactly the same way like Michelle does the free webinar. Okay. She never does the same presentation every time she does the webinar, but she still sends the same message, right? One thing I do want to recognize, we have Zoraida, who is the second person who actually reached level 7. That's Rudy's wife. Okay, so that takes quite a bit of work. Okay, it's
Good
not easy.
job.
Number 7. Some of you guys are in number 6, and you know what it takes to go to number 7, right? So that's the first level where you got to actually reach a couple thousand points before you get to the next level, right? So congratulations, Rudy and your wife. I know Rudy's very close to level 7 as well. I don't know if he's in a position to talk. I think he might be still at work. So that's where we're at, guys. We're currently ranked still number 675. I want you guys to know, for the size community we have right now, that's very good. Because we're competing with these communities that have thousands and thousands of people in their community. Okay? But it's not the way that they rank you is not by the size of your community. It's by the percentage of engagement. Okay? Now, I want to show you guys something that is pretty awesome. Okay? So, you guys cannot see this, but I can. Okay? We have 74 members, right? We have 69 engaged. That means there's only 5 people who is inactive. That's the reason why we'll rank 675. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
That
Yes.
makes a big difference, guys. I want to congratulate each and every one of you, but that's what makes our community rank so high. Okay? Now, we've been averaging 7 to 10 people every week, which means that the month of May, we're close to doubling the size of the community. Just the month of May. Okay? So if you guys go to the month of May, right? We had 7 more people come in. Last week, we had 7 people. We're averaging 1 a day. Okay? And right now, Brahim, who is not here, but Brahim has 9 referrals, and I have 7 referrals. And runner-up is Eldon. Second runner-up is Arlene.
I need 10.
So the race is not over, guys. We still have until Saturday for the end of the month, right? So it's still anybody's game, right? Anybody's spot. Just remember that me and Brahim cannot win the contest. We're both co-founders of the community, so we can compete with you guys just to lead by example, but we cannot win the contest. And to enter the contest, you need to have a minimum of 5. All right, guys, ladies, good.
Yep.
And not only do you have to have a minimum of 5 in the free community, you must have referred at least 5 in the paid community. So it's 5 and 5 to enter the actual qualification to win the 500. Okay? Anybody got any question on that? All right. Awesome. 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 So let's oh, I promise you guys to take a look at this. All right. So this is what the opt-in page looks like. This is how it's going to be branded to your brand. So whatever your color brand is, right? That's the 2.0. It's very, very easy. As you can see, there's a lot of bells and whistles. I mean, it basically, you know, there's a lot of bells and whistles. When it loads up on the phone, you can see there's a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of moving pieces. Okay, so it's pretty awesome. I really like the looks of it. We're able to put in our disclaimers right on it, right? So everything is there. This is what the thank you page looks like. Pretty astounding. When you hover your mouse over it, it changes color. There's a lot of things. You got your social media, and we got an incredible video in the background. So all that stuff makes a big difference when someone comes in and opt in your page. Because what does those things do? It creates trust. It creates consistency. They get to know who you are, right? And then now I'm working on the presentation page, which is the 20-minute video. And then we're going to be working on the 900 page.
I have good news.
Who likes it so far?
Good.
Good.
I think it's time for a fresh look. What do you guys think?
Definitely.
Yeah, good.
What's
So
gonna
this
be
will be it.
what's gonna be amazing, guys? Hang on, Arlene.
Yep.
Is they are gonna know who's part of our group. When they start seeing these websites, they're gonna know who came from PPP. Go ahead, Arlene.
So this is going to be in our colors with all of our information?
Your
Or
brand,
this is,
your brand color.
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be branded to your brand. Like right now, we're doing the one for Cynthia, for Rochelle. Eldon is done. We're working on Martha's right now. There's about 2 more people that's in line. So if you want to get in line, get in line, okay? But I'm gonna tell you, the beta test just on the conversion, okay? 90% of the conversion right now is not coming from the emails. The conversion is coming from the funnel. Because every time somebody got a new customer, I asked to have a Zoom with them so I can ask them a few questions on how they found us and what make them make a decision. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
That's the kind of data that I want to know. I want to know where the conversions are coming from. So far, the conversions have been coming from the funnel, not the emails. So that means
So when
that they don't even get to the email before they bought. That means they bought directly from the funnel.
that's insane. That's awesome.
I don't believe in putting products that don't work. You know, we test them out, right? But I don't believe in putting products that don't work. So I always got to test it out. That's why you got to be patient with me, because I want to make sure you guys get a good product. You know, now, how do we know you get a good product? There's 2 parts to it. Our part is to make sure it works. Your part is to make sure you're consistent and you go to work. That's the way it works. Okay? So that's the latest update on that. Any questions so far?
This funnel is all through now site, and then it's going to be switching over to the HBA.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So,
And if you do the 27, does that qualify, or do you need to go to the higher one in now site?
no, you have to do $49 for now site. So,
Okay.
my suggestion to you, if you haven't submitted for now site yet, you know, it's your choice.
Mhm.
You can get it done
Right.
through now site, or if you wait until Friday or so, we'll be launching out the HBA anyway. So,
Are you
And now
totally
will
distant from
what's
now
that?
site?
What's that?
are you totally disengaging from Now Site now?
Not 100%. The only part of Now Site that I am I'm not in agreement to replace is using it as a platform to post. Right now, it's the simplest platform to post. There is no other platform that will post simpler than Now Site. But
So,
I was never a big fan of their websites because they take a long time to load. They're easy to edit, they're easy to build, but they fail every platform where you test the speed for loading speed. It doesn't pass any of them because it takes long to load. HBA here loads right away, guys. Like if I will go in here, I'll show you. I'm gonna kill the page. So I'm gonna copy this page, okay? And I'm gonna open a new browser. You watch how fast it loads, okay? That's how fast it loads, okay? Now let's say I pull up my page from Now Site. Look how long it takes to load. Do you guys see the difference in speed?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, will HBA be the same price as Now Site, or is it, what's the price? Do we know that yet?
HBA is less expensive. HBA is only $25 a month.
does it
Okay.
build the sites too?
HBA is a funnel. It's a funnel. They're strictly focused on websites and funnels. That's the kind of platform it is. You have a full CRM inside, and you also have an email system inside, and you can get a API connection through something called Get Response, and you practically replace 75% of the bells and whistles on outside.
For $25 a month?
$25 a month, buddy.
So I can disavow almost everything but the $49 a month in there
Correct.
for the web for posting on the websites.
Well, no, for posting, you will only be using the $29 a month.
So what's the other 20 going towards if I kept it there?
That's what's going to take for you to pay for your HBA. You just add another $5. And right there is your marketing price for Now Site. It's right now the marketing price for Now Site. Just because you guys got a good leader and I got some bells and hoops and whistles, you're able to get it for $49. But right now, technically, marketing AI is $99. I still got some tricks up my sleeve, so I'm able to get it for you guys for $49.
Well, now I've been in with it for a long time. So does that apply to me too?
Well, even well, actually, I think yours. I'll have to look in your back office. I think they're
Because I
not
need to
charging
get rid of
at
a bunch of
all.
stuff that I'm not using if this is the
I
case.
think your Now Site is free.
No, it's
I'm not
not.
sure. But I'll have to meet with you one-on-one tomorrow, and we can go look in your back office, and I can tell you where you stand on your Now Site.
All right.
All right. So this is now you saw the difference of how quick it loads, right? The difference between the loading speeds between Now Site and HBA, right?
Mhm.
That's a big difference. It's a big difference, guys. And not only that, guys, I'm able to partner with Melvin, who is the best funnel builder at Now Site. And if he's walking away from Now Site, think about it for a second. That says a lot, right?
Yes. Yikes.
That says a lot. Okay? Melvin was the third highest earner at Now Site. That's a big deal, guys. That's a big deal. Okay? So,
Mhm.
I mean, to the corporate, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, to them, we're considered a small number, anyways. For them, they got what they wanted. You know, the field that was in the field was what got them where they are now, and now they're say they don't need us anymore. So you know, it is what it is, right? I mean, that's called corporate decision, right? Mahal? Hang on a second. So, any questions so far? All right. The next thing I want to share with you guys is community updates. As you guys can see, I've been working very hard to make it less busy. Do you guys see the difference?
Yes, I like it.
So we've been working really hard to make it less busy for you guys, okay? Where it's easier to find things, okay? And then the next step in the community is I'm going to have that video made that breaks down all 21 income streams. And actually, we're going to be introducing 22 to you guys, okay? Eldon, who is not here, I know Cynthia is part of 22. Myself, Eldon, and a couple other people who are not here, including Brahim. So that's income 22. And then we're going to break it down for you guys, okay? We're going to break it down, all the incomes, being very, very clear as to how all that is put together. Okay? Everybody good?
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
Hey, those are my colors.
what colors?
The green, the white, the gold, those are my colors. It's so funny.
Green, white, and gold. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the colors on the page here. You see where it's green, right? Unless I'm seeing different colors than everyone else.
There's only two places it's green, just here and here. That's it.
Oh, mine is showing different on here on. Anyway, that's okay. Go ahead.
No problem. So there's a couple places that we're simplifying. So if you look at the first 6 right here, is we're trying to put less words over here and then a lot more space in between stuff here, right? So we're not going to overload the words, so it's easy to read, easy to find things. Okay.
I like it much better, Kim. I honestly do.
We're still in the growing stage. We're going to be doing some dramatic improvement. How many of you guys enjoyed the memorial videos?
That was good. I liked it.
Yes.
So that was something that I was trying new, and it's a combination of Canva AI with CapCut. So we'll do a series of that also to make sure you guys are familiar. We'll have it recorded inside the modules where you can go back and we're gonna have it really, really organized so you guys can go back and start creating these videos. We're gonna be doing masterminds to do workshops, right? So we're gonna do masterminds to help you guys understand this stuff. Okay?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
So
I hear
that's
nothing.
kind of what we're gonna do. Other than that, that's pretty much all the updates I got so far. Let me ask you guys this. And I'm gonna take some notes here, but what are some of the things you would want to learn? You guys can go one at a time. Don't go all at one time, okay?
Yeah, right.
I would like it if you could, if when you pick a thing, go through it more slowly and thoroughly and let us maybe follow along, like just to get the basics done down and because if I personally see how well you do it, that's great, and it might be more familiar to me the next time you show us how you do it. But like I said before, I need the hands-on.
So for my 3 decades of experience, the best way to handle that, guys, is to record it at a certain pace, okay, and eliminate all the questions during the recording so that the recording is not too long. And the best way to learn is actually to play and stop the recording as you go. Okay? To me, that's always been the best way to learn. And you repeat that process. There's no one holding my hand when I need to learn something. Either I'm watching a video, I play, stop, but eventually I get it.
Well, you asked what we need, so that's my input.
No problem. But because if you start doing things to cater one person, and then another person is learning at a different pace, and then another person living at a different pace, you're never going to get to the end of it. So it is better to set a standard, which is recording at a decent speed, right? Not too slow, not too fast, but without questions, step by step, and then cut the recording and then go back, ask the questions. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
for one, nobody wants to watch a long video. Okay? And number two, nobody wants to get interrupted when they're watching something and then you're answering a question. Now they gotta watch this whole question and then go back to where pick up where they left off. So that kind of eliminates the interest for people. So you gotta consider that we're one person in the community, but we have to accommodate to everybody in the community. Go ahead, Cynthia.
I wanted to ask if it's possible when you are telling us and demonstrating what to do with the videos, if we know ahead of time what page we could be on, and instead of asking questions, just do it on a different page while you're doing it.
You mean following along?
Following along.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Not on the replay. I mean, when you're explaining it to us and demonstrating, is it possible, okay, next week, guys, we're going to do blah, blah, blah. So you should have this, and this open when you come to the training.
We could try to do it that way. It might make the video longer, but the objective is try to keep the video short as possible. But
Right.
we could try to do it that way.
I'm just curious if we're
You
getting.
gotta remember, we can do it that way, but everybody has a different level of tech skills. Everybody is different. Some are faster, some are slower. Go ahead, Arlene.
I just,
Uh-oh. You froze up.
and
Uh-oh.
Rose up.
oh,
Yeah, you're
I
coming
lost
in
you.
now. You there?
He's freezing.
I don't know. I don't think you can hear me right now.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. When I was redoing the thumbnail and readjusting your picture, and you might know to move the picture around, I could not get my keyboard to move my picture.
Supposed to
Any
move it
tips
with your
on
mouse,
that?
not your keyboard. Oh, you mean your video over it?
Yeah.
You mean your video over it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
My picture, my still picture behind the wording and everything. I put it
Uh-huh.
there and I could resize it, but I couldn't move it left and right.
All right, so here's what you do. Okay? So this is an example. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. This is an example. So no, this is not an example. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go to a different video. This would be an example right here.
Okay.
So this would be an example. Okay. So there's a background video, and then there's my
Let me
picture
see if,
over. Okay. So the first thing you do,
yeah,
you click on the picture you want to move.
yes.
Then you use your keyboard to move it. You got to click on the picture first. Okay.
Yep. So before you move it at all, you click on it once and then use your keyboard.
Right. You click on it to
Okay.
select it. Right. And then once you select it, don't do anything else but move your keyboard back and forth and it'll move.
Okay. Because I clicked on it and then moved it and then tried to do my keyboard and it would not do it. Okay.
No. When you click
Okay.
on it, it's going to move the motion to replace the background picture.
Okay.
So it's going to kick out whatever you have in the background and it's going to move that picture into it.
Okay. Super. All right. I probably clicked on it too much, but thank you. I appreciate that.
Don't worry, we all got fat fingers.
And then when you put the 15-second video in there, you just pick up empty box and put it in there, correct?
Yeah. Well, this is
Okay.
where you kind of find your true colors. Okay.
Mhm.
Only one or two things happen. Either you got fat fingers or you're too rough with it. And that tells you exactly what's going on in your life, right? You're either too rough or you got a fat fingers.
It's a combo of two of them. I take
Jeff
full
disagreed.
responsibility.
Hey, Jeff disagreed.
Disagree. I got fat fingers too.
I think it's my age.
Jeff would tell you he's the sweetest angel to his wife.
Absolutely, I am. After 43 years of marriage and 45 years together, you bet.
Yep. Same as us. Congrats.
And let me tell you, he's very coachable, okay? Hopefully his wife don't hear me, but
No,
when the
she's
meeting,
at the beach.
that's what I'm saying. When he has a meeting, he sends her out.
But I do. I try to. So
Yeah.
that way she's not watching TV in the background and noises all over the place.
Hey, Rudy.
I'm sorry, Kim. I was on the phone upgrading my Wi-Fi.
Oh, it's all good, buddy. We wanted to congratulate you and your wife for Zoraida to hit level 7.
I hit level 7?
No, your wife hit it first, but you're very close.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very close. In fact, I'll tell you how close you are.
Not close enough.
About 300
Wow.
points away. 300 points away, and your wife is already there. So, and your wife is very close to me because we're only 300 points apart.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
Thank you.
Level 8 is around the corner. It's only 5,600 points. But when you guys remember, okay, level 8, you're now in the 20,000 points. I mean, sorry, 8,000 points. And then after level 9, you're in 33,000 points. So
Nice.
this is when you know who has a high engagement. Does that make sense? These are the
Yes.
same people that you will see have a lot of engagement on their content. The content on social media. The higher you climb here reflects the kind of engagement you get on social media. So it wasn't always like this, guys. I can remember my first videos were crap. All right, guys. So we've got so far a different pace of teaching, right? Is that what I'm hearing, right? Anything else that you guys like to see?
More engagement in the community.
Agreed. Agreed. So let me kind of walk you through what that looks like when I come on the morning, when I wake up. Okay. I'm going to click on community. As you can see, I don't have many blue spots. My first thing is 3 times a day. I usually do it in the morning when I create my content, right? I make sure that I respond to every blue sections where it says comments. So you can see this is new comments on the verse of the day, right? So I go ahead, number 1, I go like these, right? Hang on a second, gotta move this thing out of my face. Okay, so you go like these, and those that wrote a big sentence. So this is one of the reasons why I like NowSite. Okay, I go and take this right here. Okay, I go to NowSite, and I go here reply. Help me reply. I just paste it, and I tell them to come up with a reply for me. So I don't have to do a whole lot of thinking because this AI already knows me so well. So as you can see, I'll quickly read it. It would be something that I would respond, and I just go ahead and copy it and come right back here to the community and then hit a reply. But you see, someone like Martha sees a reply, she's going to appreciate that someone took the time to read and reply. So I think that a lot of times the reason why we don't have enough engagement is because we don't take the time to do things like that, right? When someone type in a new comment, you want to engage and you want to give a short reply. Now, I'm going to say NowSite did a good job. It's not so short, but it's not so long, but it's the right size where someone would appreciate it. And here's another thing I always add is I always add a GIF. Okay? To me, this is one of the best part of Skool. The selection of GIFs is unbelievable. They got more GIFs in here than we can shake a stick at. Okay? If you type in amen, look how many choices you got just for amen. I mean, it goes on and on and on, guys. Okay? So let's say I choose this one. Was what I just did hard to do?
Not at all.
Those of you guys who have NowSite, that is what I use NowSite for. So this feature I just showed you, that's part of the $29 a month.
Tim,
Yes.
do we get extra points if we don't use NowSite and just write from the heart?
Well, that's something you're
No.
going to have to ask Skool. That's called the Skool Q&A.
No, I'm talking about your point system.
Nope. As long as you respond, you get a credit.
I don't do the point system. Skool
Okay.
does the point system.
Okay.
Skool
It's
designed
time.
the point system. Yeah.
It's time, the time that you put into it. Yes.
But you
Both
see,
are
guys,
good.
if you're going through your back wall of your school and you got a lot of blue, that means you're not paying attention to other people's comments. So I want to ask you a direct question. If you are that person who's not paying attention to other people's comments, Why should they pay attention to your comment? Does
True.
that make sense? It's a
And
give
not
and
only that,
receive.
the more engagement we do, the higher our level of this community will go up faster.
Yes.
I mean, some of you guys haven't been in the community for maybe a month and a half, and some of you guys are already level 5, level 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It doesn't take
Congratulations.
much. Yeah, it doesn't take much. But right now, what are we looking for? We're looking for the level 7s, 8s, and 9s. That's what we're looking for. There's too many level 2 and 3s and 4s. That's why I can't even go down there to recognize those people anymore, because we're focused. We want people to move up. Does that make sense? We want people to move
Yes.
up because it helps us rank as a community, okay? And 2, it helps us get recognized within school so that we can attract more people for you guys to be able to build a solid community. Why? You guys are the pioneer of this community. Once we get you guys to take a leadership role, you're in the income stream role. You'll be able to create your own income stream to what's being offered. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a difference between you being the student and you being the teacher. There's going to be more money being the teacher. I can guarantee you that much. Okay? But you got to earn your way to be able to teach. Do you guys feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Right? There is no other community that gives you this opportunity. I promise you that. No other community. I am not a control freak. The one thing that I do well is I know how to delegate. In order to delegate, you got to be able to duplicate. Does that make sense, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, how many of you guys would love to have multiple streams of income of teaching others?
Me,
Not only that, teaching them what you love to do.
Yes. Now that, yes.
You know, right now, the teachers that go teach in schools, they teach because they love what they teach, but they get underpaid.
Amen.
Yes.
What about teaching you what you love, but being overpaid?
I'll
I like
take
that.
Only this industry, guys. Only this industry.
I have a question, please.
Yes, ma'am.
It says in here that I need 323 more points to level up from level 5 to 6. So that means I need 323 more likes, because every like is a point, right?
Likes or response. So every
How many-
time somebody respond to your content, you get a point. Somebody like your stuff, you get a point.
Okay, thank you.
So if they like and respond, you get 2 points a person.
Thank you.
But you got to put out content that they can't refuse. It has to stop the scroll. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes.
And that's what this community teaches you to do. Skool is really good at that, because when you start earning points by engagement, that means you're creating good content that people cannot continue scrolling. Does that make sense? It's so attractive to the eyes that they're like, I've got to read this through all the way. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed for you to learn how to create that kind of content. But there's a couple principles to that. Number one, when you create a content, the first thing that you should do is what?
Like it.
Like it.
You got to like your own content. What's the second thing you should do?
Comment on it.
Put the first comment on it. Thou shalt give, thou shalt receive. when you don't give yourself a comment, you don't give yourself a like, people are gonna, you don't even care about your content. Why should we?
If I
Does that make
reply
sense?
to someone's, if I reply to someone's comment, does that get an additional point?
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. Now, why is it important in school? Because what you do in school, you should be doing 30 minutes before you post on social media and 30 minutes after you post. It's creating you the habit. You guys realize that? Now, to start closing this meeting today, I want to ask you guys one question. How many of you guys picked up on the key nugget that Raheem gave you guys last week, besides the app? Anybody remember the key nugget he gave you on TikTok on how to build your followers?
No.
Well, guess what? That means none of you are doing it because you don't remember. So right now, only me and Brahim is doing it. And the people that he's taught personally. So let me go ahead and get my phone and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay? And I suggest you take notes. I'm going to tell you, Brahim brings a lot of value to the community, guys. You have no idea.
Where's he at tonight?
Not sure. I'm going to have to call him and ask him. He might be doing a live. All right. Can you guys see my phone?
Yes.
Yep.
Good. So when you go on TikTok, guys, whoops. How do you mute this thing? All right. So when you go to your comments, can you guys see my mouse?
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to go here to home. Okay. You're going to click on home. I'm going to lower the sound right now so we don't be totally deaf, right? Going deaf. But so you're going to come to your home tab. What you're looking for is the ones that you have not followed yet. Okay? So you don't click on follow yet. Here's the first thing you got to make sure. You got to make sure that they didn't block the comments. Okay? Because if they block the comments, this is not going to help you for algorithms. So when they go to the comment and you're able to comment, here's what I do. I look for any comments that has at least 5 words. Because the key here is 5 words. I go ahead and copy it. Okay? And I go ahead and paste it. Now, there's a trick. So you see how it pastes, but it puts the handle of the person, right? You guys see that?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So naturally, we're going to go delete the handle. Right?
What's the handle?
The handle is the @ in your name. That's the handle of your TikTok.
Okay.
The person you're responding to, correct?
Right. Well, the person that you're copying the response from.
Okay, yes.
So you want to delete them out and then you post it. So now that you know you're able to post that comment, right? You're going to go here and you're going to click on share. And the only thing you're going to do is copy the link. So TikTok doesn't care whether you send that video. They just care whether you click on the copy link. And that counts as a share. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you guys follow me?
Yes.
That part again.
So when you click share and you click on copy the link, that means that according to TikTok, you share that link. Does that make sense? But you don't actually have to share. If you want, you can, but you don't have to. Now, that's only 2 steps. there's 4 steps, okay? The third step is you gotta like the video. And then the fourth step is you gotta follow them. Click on the plus sign. You do these 4 steps. You're gonna do it with 5 people before you post and 5 people after you post. You do that for 30 days consecutively. You will watch your followers double or triple.
Can you repeat about the followers again? The
You
5?
just click on the plus sign.
Yeah, but what did you say about the 5 people?
You do it with 5 people. The 4 steps that I just did, you do it with 5 people.
You said something to specifically with the 5 people before and after. What was that?
You do it with 5 new people before you post and after you post.
All 4 of those things. You start at the bottom, you do the click like you're going to share it. And now, do you save it too, or do you just do the comment and the heart? Because I do all of the 4.
What do you mean, do you save?
You know, there's that little tag thing that you save it. I click like I'm going to share, and then I save that little flag thing, and then comment and love.
You don't have to save. You can save if you want, but you don't have to. You're talking about your favorite videos.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that helped or not.
Know. No, the favorite videos is not required. Only required is the 4 steps.
Now, do you go specifically with your niche, or do you go anything on your For You page?
No. This is not done with your friends. Your friends, you already follow them.
Right. Correct. But I didn't know if you go into your niche and do that, or
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because who's your typical prospect?
Mine would be like women ready to retire, retired, RVers, women motorcycle riders. Those are my niche. And some of them come in my For You, but not all of them. Some in my For You are not my niche.
Let me explain. Your niche is your perfect customer. Okay?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Your followers technically should be anybody who is somewhat in the digital space.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you're building 2 things here. You're building your niche, but you're also building your followers so you can have more eyeballs on your content.
Okay.
You don't know who's in that digital space that may become part of your perfect customer. You don't know that.
Okay.
So you don't eliminate them. You give them a chance too. Yes.
2 questions. You began by saying if they allow comments. Now, I know where there's that little circle with the tail and the 3 dots. Are you saying if they don't allow comments, we will not see that?
I'll give you guys some example. How do we
know they don't?
Right here, like this one right here, it's not a good example. You wouldn't want to do anything with that. It doesn't even give you a chance to follow them.
And that show us another one that does give you the chance so we can see the difference, please.
Right here. If you go see right here, you see where my mouse is? There's nothing you can do to follow that person. All it's going to do is take you directly to a link.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this right here is a waste of your time. This is what I call keep scrolling.
Yes.
You're looking for a plus sign. If you don't see a plus sign, that's the first thing. Okay?
Okay.
So, again, okay, you're going to go comment, right? You're going to do great event and video. So this one didn't have anything to copy from. But what am I doing now? Making sure that it has
5 words.
5 words.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You see?
Yep.
So now that I'm able to post the content, right? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to click share, copy, like, follow. That's it. You do that with 5 new people every time before you post and after you post.
Awesome. Okay, because I was not wanting to follow people because I had been guided not to follow so many people. And it's like, okay, good. Thank you.
What you should not do is this. So when someone becomes a new follower, don't just follow them back right away.
Correct. Check them out and see, right?
First, go check to see if it's a real profile.
Yes.
There's no content, right? She has
Delete.
49 followers. There's no face. Do I really want that as a follower?
No, delete.
No. So I just let it be. Same thing here. Go to Big Trap. Okay? So this guy is a good follower. He's got 101,000 followers.
Wow.
So that's a good follow. Because what happens? When you follow them, your content is being sent to their followers.
Oh,
So
good.
what happens? You now have more eyeballs looking at your content.
Wow. Okay.
So
And
this
Kim,
is why
if we,
it's very careful that you got to know who to follow, who not to follow, right? You see? Just like I go here, there's only one video. I'm not going to follow this person. It's probably a fake profile.
Yep.
But don't eliminate them following you, especially if you're trying to build followers. Now, if you got like 10,000 followers, then don't take this follower. That's a different story. But most of you guys here are trying to build your first 1,000 followers.
Mhm.
So every follow counts. But you got to be wise about who you follow. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's kind of like this. The best way I can explain it to you is you do business with those who do business with you.
Yes. That's
It's
I
a
delete
jungle
the
out there.
creepers.
Right. It's a jungle out there. Why would you do business with someone who's not doing business with you? You're wasting your time. I call it monkey business. Did that help you guys?
Tremendously. Thank you.
Some of you guys look confused. Tell me why. How can
Still
I
trying to figure
unconfuse
out
you?
how to, still trying to figure out how to use TikTok.
So, Jeff, here's a key nugget for you.
Yep.
TikTok is not a computer-friendly platform. TikTok is a phone-friendly platform.
Yes.
So if you're trying to figure it out on your computer, you're going to probably need a bottle of your best wine in your house. Because it's going to be a very frustrating journey.
Then I need to invite you over and drink it with me.
But we're going to play with the phone before we drink. That's for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
hey, Kim, if we are the first responder on someone's video, are there any extra, is there a benefit to being the first one?
No, it's the same. Remember,
Okay.
So on TikTok, this is where you get your brownie points. Is when you complete those 4 steps with a new follower. So this is kind of like when you hit the jackpot every time. Guaranteed. You get the highest grade of engagement and you catch your algorithms quicker. Because that is what the kind of engagement TikTok is looking for. Outside of your videos. This is like extra. But most people cannot master this extra part. So they might see the cake, but they never see the icing on the cake. Have you ever tried to eat a cake without icing?
Not very good.
Tastes nasty, man.
So we do this 30 minutes before and after we post?
Not
or
30
15?
minutes. Not 30 minutes. 4 items with 5 new people. It shouldn't take you 30 minutes.
Okay, got it.
That 30 minutes is a myth. 4 items with 5 new followers, that is actually facts. So if you didn't catch that nugget from Brahim last week, I'm here to give you my version of it.
Thank
Because
you.
my following, I'm going to show you guys, okay? This account here was at 151 last Tuesday. It's already at 207, right? Then I have my main account, okay? I have my main account, okay? My main account was at 722 last Tuesday. It's at 859 right now. This is just 7 days of being consistent. Imagine what it will do in 30 days.
What's the difference in the name? Are you using PPP 101 for both accounts?
So this one is PPP 101 Daily Pay. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to the other one, it's PPP 101 Recipe 2.
So that's 2 TikTok accounts?
Yeah, I started this account when the other account was suspended. Believe it or not, I got suspended too.
Welcome
So
to my world.
You can't take a winner down. A winner is going to find a way to win.
Yes.
So it allowed me to build 2 accounts at the same time. It's not that hard because I use Repurpose.io. So Repurpose.io is building one account and I'm building the other. So you're still doing the work once, but it counts twice. You just got to be smarter than the system. And we'll teach you guys. We'll have all these classes in the community, okay? Our goal in this community is to make your business efficient, but not just efficient. Keep it simple and get the maximum results possible.
That's what I like.
If you
Thank you.
haven't made, even if you haven't made your first $900 sale, but we want you to make reoccurring income in different parts of the platform. Bottom line, we want you to be having some kind of cash flow coming in.
Yes.
All right, guys? All right, we're gonna call it the day. I'm gonna say my goodbyes. You're gonna say your goodbyes.